Under the UHC allocations, 19.1 billion has been earmarked for Primary Healthcare Fund, 20.9 billion for Kenya Medical Supplies Authority, KEMSA, 18.8 billion for Kenyatta National Hospital. Honorable Speaker, under Housing Urban Development, the Housing Department has been allocated 138.2 billion to support affordable housing programs and 110 billion for urban infrastructure and informal settlements upgrading. Major allocations include 50.8 billion for construction of affordable housing units, 20.9 billion for social housing, and 18.6 billion for Kenya Urban Program, KENUP. Honorable Speaker, under Environment and Natural Resources, the Environment Protection, Water and Natural Resources will receive 112.4 billion to support water infrastructure, irrigation development, forest conservation, climate resilience, and wildlife management. Honorable Speaker, under Agriculture, the government has allocated 63.3 billion to agriculture and food security to support fertilizer and seed subsidy programs. Honorable Speaker, 18 billion has been allocated for fertilizer subsidy, 2 billion for seed subsidy, 5.4 billion for food resilience project, and 4.7 billion for agricultural value chain development program, NAVCOP. Honorable Speaker, under Equity, Women and Youth Development, Empowerment, 109.7 billion has been allocated for National Youth Service, 10.4 billion for Kenya Devolution Support Program, 22.6 billion for youth programs, over 21.2 billion for internship programs, and 4.7 billion for Nyota. Honorable Speaker, under ICT, 10.5 billion has been allocated to support digital transformation, expansion of digital connectivity, cybersecurity systems, development of digital hubs, and major expansions will include 5.3 billion for Kenya Digital Economy Acceleration Project, 1.5 billion for last mile connectivity, 689 million for digital hubs, 350 million for e-government procurement, 210 million for concert data center and smart city facility. Honorable Speaker, I would like to end the highlights that I was just going to give members so that they can be able to remember what they discussed last week when we were going through the estimates by saying, Honorable Speaker, that this budget is one of the most progressive budgets that this House is going to pass in the term of broad-based government. Honorable Speaker, when the minister was here last week, he gave us important highlights of some of the achievements that the budget is expected to achieve. And Honorable Speaker, I want to concur with the minister in his submissions by adding that even though there were areas where we had experienced shortages when we were going through the estimates, such as the examination fees for invigilators who processed the examinations for last financial year, I would like to confirm that that has already been provided for in the supplementary estimates which have been tabled on the House today, and all the other important critical allocations that members were asking when we were discussing this bill have been addressed. Honorable Speaker, with your guidance, and now with the many highlights I've already given concerning the key estimates in the bill, I would now like to ask my able Vice Chairman to second the appropriations bill. Thank you.
Member for Endebess.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I stand to second. And as members are aware, this is now to allow the government to be able to release the funds in the next financial year to operationalize the budget that was read and the estimates that were done by this House. And we actually did extensive deliberations on these estimates. When we did the estimates, we did the committee of supplies, and which also progressed into the budget highlights that were read by the Cabinet Secretary. So I think, Honorable Speaker, this is something that has been exhaustively discussed and deliberated, and therefore I would want to second. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Members on their feet, take your seats. Honorable members, I now propose the question at order number 10, which is the appropriation bill, National Assembly Bill number 36, of 2026 be now read a second time. Do I pull the question? And for avoidance of doubt, this is a matter you have discussed extensively, including the Committee of the Whole last week, which you took more than 3 hours. I now put the question at order number 10, which is at the Appropriation Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026 be now read a second time. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to authorize the issuance of a sum of money out of the consolidated fund and its application towards the service of the year ending on the 30th of June 2027, and to appropriate that sum and a sum voted on account by the National Assembly for certain public services and purposes.
Before the next order, honorable members, in the Speaker's Gallery, I acknowledge Karuri High School from Kiambaa, Kiambu. And in the public gallery, Taita Taveta opinion leaders from all Taita Taveta constituencies in Taita Taveta. On my behalf and on behalf of the House, we welcome the opinion leaders and the students to the House of Parliament. Next. Yes, Cynthia Muge, hold on, clerk.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I thought I could take this opportunity now that there is a mention of opinion leaders from Taita Taveta, Honorable Speaker. And I have paid a lot of attention so that I can see who are these opinion leaders and shapers in Taita Taveta. I want to take this opportunity to invite them to Parliament so that they can be able to see the beneficiaries of opinion shapers. And these are the people that have proper opinion shapers on the ground. Again, Honorable Speaker, allow me to also welcome the students that have come here on educational tour. This is the House of Parliament. This is where legislation is done. This is where oversight is done. And this is where representation is done by the representatives of Kenya. So welcome. And this is where you also pick dreams and you also choose where you want to go. If you want to belong here, this is the place to come every Tuesday, every Wednesday, and every Thursday. May the good Lord bless you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Next order.
Order number 11, the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026, second reading.
Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning, Kimani.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I raise to move the Finance Bill of 2026, National Assembly number 26 of 2026, be now read a second time. Honorable Speaker, for the last 27 days, the Departmental Committee of Finance and National Planning has diligently discharged its mandate in accordance with Article 245 through a comprehensive review and consideration of the Finance Bill 2026. The committee undertook extensive public participation and stakeholder engagement, traveling to 13 different counties, namely Wajir, Kiambu, Vihiga, Nyamira, Bomet, Makueni, Siaya. And it's good that the people of Taita Taveta are also represented here. We also went to Taita Taveta, we went to Turkana, we went to Kilifi, we went to Tana River, and went to Mombasa counties. The engagements were conducted between the Thursday, the 21st of May, and Friday, the 12th of June, and across the 13 counties, and then at Glee Hotel at Kiambu County. Honorable Speaker, it's important to mention one of the challenges that we got in public participation was Kenyans telling us about devolved functions, such as water. In fact, in many considerations, when we were having those town hall meetings, Kenyans were telling us about the challenges that they have in their counties. And at a time, it was difficult to tell them that we are not representing county governments. So I think from the onset, I'd like to urge our Council of Governors and our county governments to do their mandate so that, Honorable Speaker, there is value for money and there is services to be supplied to deserving Kenyan Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I would like to give a special mention to the members of the Committee of Finance and National Planning, where I am honored to serve as the chairperson. My vice chairperson, the Honorable FCP Ambassador Benjamin Kipkurui-Lagat, MP for Kericho, the Honorable Kaluma, Honorable David Mboni, the Honorable John Sukuya, Honorable Andrew Kwome, Honorable Daktari Shadrack Mwiti, Honorable Umi Kasim, Honorable CPA Julius Ruto, Honorable FCPA Joseph Maero, and Honorable CPA Dr. John Ariko, Honorable MP Kibichi Biego, Honorable Mangale Shiformondo, and Honorable Omuthonwa Mushomba Nasli, Honorable Mahood Sood Mashal. Honorable Speaker, these members extensively participated, expensively did civic education, engaged Kenyans, and I really grateful to them that we're able to come up with this good report at the top of the House today.